Hello, and welcome to the Blake and Devin Podcast.
Whoa! Whoa!
What's going on there?
Dang it. Welcome to the Blake and Devin Podcast. I'm Devin, and across the way is Blake, who's here to prove he's not actually going bald. Thanks for taking off the cap today. No cowboy hat. And today is a special Mother's Day episode, and so we found two very special moms in our lives to be here with us in case we need a sandwich. That's a joke. That's a joke. I look forward to your letters. That's not the way we see our wives. That's just a joke. In the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to be reminding people that I was a joke. It probably should be cut out in editing. We should hire one of those guys, an editing guy. Okay, so how's everybody doing? You guys
Good.
doing good?
Good.
Okay, so let's start out. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Glad that you're watching if you are. And also, we want to do housekeeping. We have to implore you to interact with these videos. So it's no longer good enough that you watch. It's no longer good enough that you've liked the page. It's no longer good enough that you have subscribed to us. Right, Blake?
Absolutely. We need comments. We need shares. We need all your guys' support so that you all can continue to see these videos easily on your news feed. They won't pop up if we don't have enough interaction. So keep those comments coming. You all send personal messages to us anyway. So and we love those and enjoy those, but do those publicly so we can have these videos pop up quickly on your guys' news feeds.
That's exactly right. And that's the way that the video continues to get put out and put on the top of people's news feeds so they can see it and they can also enjoy them. And if you're enjoying them, then liking it or laughing at it or putting the heart thing. And now there's a new emoji with like a snuggly heart or whatever. Whatever is your deal. Even if there's a thumbs down button and you want to troll us, we'll take it. We're really whatever. We just interact with it in some way. So comment, share the video, or put us an emotion on there and tell us how you feel about the video, so that we can keep putting it out there. As well, we're going to be advertising that we also post all these on YouTube, and so we'll add a link there and make sure that we get that out to you. Okay, let's start out with our meme of the week, and let's see. Meme. Now I just remembered that's what we were supposed to do this week. We were supposed to write a tune for the meme of the week. Okay, so one of these is so blatantly from a man that they're gonna have they know it's gonna be one of us, Blake or I. But you can vote on who you think the other one belongs to. Okay, so let's go with the first one. Guess who kept everyone awake last night? I love that one. I love that one. I don't know if the screen will record a mouse, but I'll just circle that baby. Okay. Number 2. My idea of quarantine. My wife's idea of quarantine. Now, clearly, it has to be one of the dudes here. Okay. Number 3. Me. I'm tired. Women everywhere. Just enjoy the time with your kids. It doesn't last. Me. I said I'm tired. Not that I hate my children, Janet. I'm allowed to feel things. And the thing I love about that is it says Janet. I don't know. It's so, when something's too specific, it makes me laugh. We love all Janets. You can't say anything anymore, you know? You can't say anything. All right, last meme. Sure, sometimes I question my parenting, but to be honest, sometimes I question my childing. Okay, so put your comments in the place below. I gotta watch where I'm pointing, because you notice that it mirrors it when you put it on to Facebook, so that when I was pointing at our guest, he was actually over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's embarrassing
It's quite
stuff. That's a rookie move. That's a rookie move. Okay, so there's our memes. Vote if it's which one's Devin's, Amanda's, Amy's, or Blake's, and you can go in order of this is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and then assign one of the numbers to us, and let us know what you think by commenting below on Facebook or on YouTube. All right, it's now time, and this is. It's always, we'll see what happens here. I don't know what the date's going to be. We never know what the date's going to be. It's now time for Today in History, May 9th, 2020. I got the date right, and I don't have anything for this day in history because we're just doing Mother's Day. Do you have anything?
I have nothing.
No, I didn't look up anything for today because we want to keep the emphasis on Mother's Day. So this day in history is when you line up at Walmart to buy Mother's Day gifts. Because apparently there's a long line there. So let's talk
about the line. You mean outside of Walmart?
Yeah, it's outside of Walmart, wrapped around the building right now. That's what I just heard. So today in history, it's Mother's Day weekend, the weekend where we celebrate moms. And so that leads us right into our spiritual discussion or spiritual topic, which is why we brought the experts in today. This is my wife, as everyone knows, Amanda. And Blake, introduce your wife to everybody.
It's my wife, Amy Robertson.
Hello.
All right. And we are going to talk to them today about being moms, because at some point they have had children and they've had to mom them. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So start off our discussion. Let me just read a little portion of, I just decided to read Proverbs 31. You know, the Proverbs 31 woman is a lot of times referenced when we're talking about standard for women and what women ascribe to. But, you know, Proverbs 31 was written by a guy to his son as far as qualities that he should look for in a wife, and then also qualities he looks for in a mom to his children. And so just at the end of Proverbs 31, in verse 28 or verse 27, it says this woman, this godly woman, looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain or fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands and let her works praise her in the gates. And so, you know, the Bible really points to the quality for women that often Christians and even conservatives get painted into a box that says that we don't sort of lift women up. We don't sort of, we conservative Christians want to hold women back. But really the Bible talks about an industrious woman who is wise, who is discerning, who has a business, who buys and sells things, who takes care of her household. I mean, she is the ultimate woman. And that's the picture of the woman that the Bible paints, not the one of, barefoot, pregnant, and at the kitchen sink. So that I just want to point that out at first, that there's a biblical picture of a woman that is much different than what is often labeled to Christian conservatives as what we think about women or how women are supposed to be. So with that, let me throw some questions and at you ladies, and we'll start with my wife, Amanda, because you're right beside me and I can do that. So what have you learned about mothering recently?
Well, it's really not something I've learned recently, but something that I have to continually remind myself of. And similar to what you were talking about, it's just the idea of perfectionism that we have and that we place on moms today. Part of that is social media. and just in general, just the atmosphere that moms have. We just our idea of perfectionism. Everybody wants to be the perfect mom, whether it's like the Whole Foods mom, the fit mom, the smart mom, the fun mom, like, and we try to stack them all together. And that's our idea of being perfect, which obviously you can't be all of them at once. We can't be perfect.
Yeah.
And honestly, we can't be perfect moms. We never will be perfect moms. And the thought I had is that we were never intended to be. God never made us that way. Our failure as moms is what brings us to realize that we need a savior. And that is exactly what our kids need to see. A mom that is relying on Jesus and finds her identity in him, not as a perfect mom. And then once you find your identity in Christ, you can add in those different things that make you a special mom, but really just focusing on Jesus. And that's what your kids should see.
Absolutely. Using that introspection for gospel application.
Right.
Yeah. And that's a much bigger thing for moms, I think, than dads and husbands too. The mom shaming and
we get mean.
You get mean. Y'all are nasty. Amy, I'll throw this over to you. What is the hardest part of being a mom right now?
For me right now, I am currently 6 months pregnant in this pandemic.
What?
And being sick for the first 4 months of my pregnancy was really, really tough, trying to mother and trying to get through this time. But also, Heaven just got hurt. I don't want to be the one in hospitals and doctor's offices with her. So Blake has had to do that. And he's really stepped up in that way. That's the hardest part for me, not being able to take my children, somewhere just to protect me as well, being pregnant. So that's been tough.
Yeah. Because you have to be specific about protecting yourself.
Yeah.
What is the most encouraging thing that you all would say to moms listening?
That's me.
That's you. Yeah, you can answer.
Okay. And I would really just touch back on that whole idea of being the perfect mom, that we will never be the perfect mom. However, we are the perfect mom for our individual children, whether it's through natural, having our kids naturally, or adoption, or fostering. Like, God has placed that specific child in your life for you to raise, for you to influence, and honestly, for them to influence you and sanctify you. So you shouldn't be looking at other moms and what they're doing and being like, I can't be like them, and look at their kids and what their kids are not doing and be like, I wish my kids were more like that, or I'm doing something wrong. Because you just have to know that God had a purpose in it, and he put those kids in your life for a specific reason.
Yeah, that's right.
I find that encouraging. So
it's sort of the principle of that you're in the right spot because you look around and that's where you're at.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
These
And then he'll provide grace, and his grace is sufficient for every day, and his mercies are new the next day. So when you mess up, you just start over.
You about to say something, or did you just laugh?
Just laugh.
Okay, I thought it's hard to cut out micro things, Blake. So if you're gonna like burp right in the middle or something, you need to like throw your hand up or just let me know in some way that I can cut that out. Just do this.
Would it be better if I just get out? Maybe. No. Stay. Okay.
No.
I mean, we had this, but then you all came in and.
Well, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
We had this going.
Yeah.
So.
Blake had a great entrance too. I was just walking by, but Blake, it's a whole other level. What is the greatest lesson you've learned from your own mom?
For my mom, she's my rock, and there's two things really. The first, she is very selfless, never thinks of herself, does and does and does for everyone else, without hesitation. I mean, she just, she's just really an amazing person and will do anything for anybody as soon as she's asked, and sometimes even not being asked. Also, one thing I've learned over the years from her, she prays constantly for her children, no matter how old they are. And that's something, she's had told me several times that, every single night before she hits that bed, it don't matter how old her kids are, every one of them are grown up, not all out of the house, but grown up. And she prays for them constantly, daily. And so them are the two main things I can take from my mom.
That's excellent. All right, last serious question before we put you all on the hot seat.
Nice.
Amy's like, I'm pregnant. Every seat hot.
In just a minute.
That's right. All right. What is the best advice you can give to dads listening in reference to their wives? What's the best advice you can give to dads listening in reference to their wives? Hit me with it.
Okay.
Tell Blake what he should be doing.
I have 2 thoughts, but really is actually 4 thoughts, but I grouped them together, so it looks like 2.
Okay.
So it's like sneaking your veggies in for kids. But I thought it'd be easier on you guys. But because you're busy, you have a lot on your mind.
Thank you.
You're working
That's
hard.
Right.
But the first would be to be involved and communicate. Dads, you have to be involved in your child rearing.
Yes.
Your wife needs you to be involved. Your kids need you to be involved, and God expects you to be involved. So please be involved. And once you're involved, communicate. You have to communicate with us. That way we're a cohesive team. We can work together, make things happen. And then the second is look for opportunities to apply grace and or encouragement to your wife. Momming is very difficult, very challenging. We're striving to be the perfect mom in a very broken world, surrounded by lots of little sinners. So when you get home for the day, just try to be encouraging and apply grace. It's been sometimes a hard day, and the last thing we need to know is like what else is going wrong that you see. I was thinking that it's so easy to not see all the hard work that's been done because it's done, but if there's something that's not done, it just kind of stands out at you. So just try to put a little blinders on for the things that we didn't quite get accomplished today, and maybe focus in on what you did see, and just be encouraging. And then also bring us coffee. lots and lots of coffee.
Bring us coffee.
That's a bonus.
Wouldn't work for Amy.
Wouldn't work for me.
Wouldn't work for Amy.
No coffee for you? Okay. Bring sweet tea.
I do like some good hot sweet tea. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So we get to
Or chocolate.
pick a few of those things, or like
no.
to do all
like
of those
tomorrow, boom, all of it.
I like.
I give you the day off.
I just.
But
picked
tomorrow
one.
is Mother's Day.
That's right.
So
I like.
You got you there on that one.
I will communicate that I'm bringing you coffee, and then I'm out. I don't know if I could do that.
will you actually bring the coffee, or just communicate that you will?
I'm just gonna communicate that I wish I had it. That's probably what I'll do.
It's a start.
Woman, this was a huge mistake. Okay. So are you ready for hot seat questions, Blakey?
I am.
Be nice.
All right. So you're gonna throw them out. How's this gonna work? Are you gonna throw them out to both of them?
Sure.
Okay, you do. How about you just do the hot seat questions? Because I don't have a ton, and anything I'm going to ask, I'm going to hear about later.
I don't have a ton either. I don't have a ton either. I didn't
how
know
many do you got? How many you got? 3? You have 3?
Oh, I mean, I'm just bringing them off the top of my head. I didn't even know we were doing hot seat questions. I didn't know we were putting our wives on the hot seat.
Well,
every day.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Dear God, woman. Okay, let's.
I haven't heard.
So, all right, we beat around the bush enough. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So he's gonna throw out the hot seat questions.
Okay.
And then you both are gonna answer as quickly as you can. And we'll do 2.5 minutes so that it's longer, because you do 1.5 minutes for one person, so we'll do 2.5 minutes so that they both have time to answer. Okay.
Okay.
And if Blake gets stuck, What you often does. I'll jump in with a question. Just kidding. Just joking with you, man. Of course you don't get stuck. I'll jump in with another question if I can think of one that will not make it difficult to live with you the rest of the day. Okay? All right.
It's a good challenge.
Are you girls ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Blake, yo, whenever you're ready, go.
Favorite memory of one of your children?
Oh, man. Oh. Can we
my
cuss? Can we cuss on this podcast?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, mine went blank, didn't it?
Okay. Well, there's, of course, many memories.
I will say mine is Blake and Harmony sitting in my my dad's house on the couch. Both of them have this look on their face, and they look identical. And she couldn't have been 2 or 3. That was just my favorite memory because they did. They looked identical. Their faces were identical. That it was, I think it was close to Easter, sitting on my dad's couch, and that just to me, I always think about that picture in my mind. So that's one of my favorites.
That's really sweet.
All right, tell them about when one of our kids dropped the.
No.
She gives a sweet one.
One that we're actually okay sharing. I'll give a sweet one as well. One that sticks out is when I had baby number 3. The second born was just a little bit over 2, and he came the first time he saw the baby. He came in. He goes, "Where'd that baby?" And he goes, "I like that baby." And every morning when he would wake up, he'd always be like, "Where's my baby? Where'd that baby? I like that baby." And it was just very sweet. It just really sticks in my head. So
yeah, that's the way a mom tells it because that's very sweet. He'd come in there all like owning the place, be like, "Where's that baby? Where'd y'all put that baby while I was sleeping? Where's that baby?" I don't know where he's from, but that's the way he talks. All right, next question.
Oh, I'm doing a question.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Quick, man.
What is your all's favorite genre of music?
Oh wow. I don't really have a
The
favorite.
classic.
I like a lot of different things.
The classic.
So.
All music.
Hey, favorite band. How about that? Favorite band?
Go ahead.
Nope, don't be afraid.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I listen to a lot.
Favorite secular band? Come on, I can tell you. Yeah.
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, Devin, you tell us for her. Please, Devin. Tell us for her. Yes.
Blake. All right, say it.
I said Maroon 5.
Okay.
You all were yakking.
All
Sorry.
Maroon 5, very good.
Yeah.
I tend to listen to more Christian music than anything, so not specific to a band, but I like Christian music. I also tend to like apparently the newer style country. That's not country. So.
Nice.
Okay. What is what's your favorite holiday and why?
I would say Christmas.
Christmas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just always been very special. I like it.
Yeah.
And Jesus was born. That was good.
Yeah, but not really.
But not technically on
Not
Christmas
technically,
Day. But
technically.
anyway, we like
Anyway,
to celebrate that.
The
yes,
lights are
on
pretty.
Christmas,
Yeah, I get you.
I love that time, Christmas, just because of the family time, not the snow. I do not like the snow.
You don't like snow?
No, absolutely not.
What?
Sun, hot sand, beaches, I'm great. Snow,
Wow. Okay. What is the best part about being on this podcast?
Nothing.
Having my kids be upstairs for a moment.
That's right.
And,
I was thinking, you just came on here so we could spend a little time together.
I
didn't
did,
you?
yeah.
Yeah. The kids
they are
upstairs.
being watched, by the way. They're not just freelancing upstairs by an adult.
Just want to spend a little quality time together on the old podcast because can't get it any other way. So here we are. The world's watching. Yeah. Okay. Also, Amanda had a couple books that she wanted to plug because these are books that have been really helpful.
Yeah. So, is the hot seat over? Like, am I good now?
Yeah, the hot seat's over.
Okay. All right. So, moms out there, I just want to pass on a few books that I've been I've read recently or in the past, and these are great because they're like small, short chapters, so you can actually fit them in. So this is Loving the Little Years, Motherhood in the Trenches. I don't know if you can see it. And then Mom Enough, which will help you understand that no, you're not mom enough, but there's hope for us. Anyway, and then Treasuring Christ When Your Hands Are Full. These are 3 of my favorite books, especially with littles and just how crazy life is. And I was going to say also in the comments, if you all have a favorite mom book, please write it down there. I'm always looking for good books to read to help with parenting. So just add those to the comments as well. So.
Great idea. Yeah.
Yep,
Any
great.
mom books you got, send them over, send the ideas. And, any encouragement you want to give to moms out there, if you want to share a memory you have, we'd love to hear about that as well. And want to give a shout out to our own moms. We're thankful for how we turned out, and we're thankful for the people that we are, and we know that moms played a big role in that. And so we wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms watching, and specifically my own mom. And Blake, I know you share those sentiments. You want to say something?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for Amy coming on the podcast with us. This is not her favorite thing to do, certainly. But here's the thing about Amy, and what makes her such a great mother is that she has learned from her mother to be selfless, and has always helped me through my ministry and helped me truly run this household. Without her, my ministry is nothing. My household is I don't know where. And so truly she does so much for me and for my home. So thank you.
That was so sweet.
I'm glad you think so.
Because it was for me, right? You said that for my sake. Yeah. No, I feel the exact same way. I've always said this to guys in ministry: your wife can make or break your ministry. That's truly the thing. And my wife enhances mine 100-fold. And I'm so thankful for her as a wife and a mother, and also thankful for her being on here today and sharing encouragement, sharing wisdom, because I know that Amanda would rather do anything but be on camera and talk to people. So thank you for doing this. I love you. And I'm thankful for you as a mom and as a wife. And I am glad that you guys were able to join us today. So we will see you guys next time. Remember to just say it. Just say it.
Like, subscribe, please comment and share and interact with us. We're so thankful for you guys. All of the times that you all have reached out to us. I know, Devin, that you have experienced this. How many people have just in passing talked about the podcast?
Yeah, it's really great. In public, you'll see somebody, hey, enjoyed the podcast last week. So encouraging. So thank you all so much. Keep watching, please, and let us know.
Give me some book ideas. Now they're upside down.
Yeah.
Give me some book ideas.
Yeah. They're all going to be weird. No one's going to read the titles at all. Okay. So that's it for this week. Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.